Hello friends, this is Rohit. Welcome to this video. In this video, we will try to learn topic errors in C++ language. So let's first understand what are errors. So basically, error is illegal operation performed by user. Okay, and due to which your program does not execute and it behave abnormally. Okay, due to error program does not get executed and it behave abnormally. So whatever expected output you want, you cannot achieve that output, you cannot obtain that output because of errors. Okay, so errors are basically not detected until you compile or execute your program. Okay, so in order to detect error, you have to run your program or you have to compile your program or run your program. Okay, then errors will be detected. Okay, there are some kind of error which prevent your program from getting executed. Okay, so such kind of errors you have to remove first of all, then and then only your program will get executed, otherwise it will not get executed. There are following types of error. First type is called syntax error. Second type is called runtime error. Third type is called linker error. Fourth type is called logical error. And last type is called semantic error. Okay, so there are 5 types of errors: syntax error, runtime error, linker error, logical error and semantic error. Okay, now we will try to understand each of them in detail. So first of all, let's try to understand what are syntax error. Okay, so for every programming language there is certain set of rules and you have to follow that certain set of rules while writing your program. Okay, so if you violate certain set of rules while writing your program, then basically syntax error are getting generated. Okay, so on violation of rules, rules of language, syntax errors are getting generated. Okay, so basically compiler is responsible for detecting syntax error. Okay, So for example, in C++, every statement should be ended with semicolon. Okay, so if you miss this semicolon, at the end of statement, then compiler will generate error semicolon missing. So for example, if you write statement integer a, now this is a statement, now there must be semicolon at the end of this statement. Okay, so if you miss this semicolon, so right now this statement do not have any semicolon at the end, so that's why compiler will generate error, and that error will be syntax error. Okay, because as per language rule, every statement should be terminated with a semicolon. Okay, so if you miss semicolon, it will generate syntax error. Another example, you have parenthesis missing. So whenever you create any block of code in C++, so basically there should be pair of this parenthesis. So this define the start and this define the end. Now if you miss this parenthesis, okay, so it will also generate error. Okay, error will be parenthesis missing. This is also syntax error. Okay, so syntax errors are basically occur in your program when you violate the language rule, when you do not follow the language rule while writing your program. So such kind of errors are called syntax error. Okay, now second type we have, it is called runtime error. So from their name you can understand this kind of errors occur during execution of program. That's why these errors are called runtime errors. Okay, during runtime of program, during execution of program, these errors occur. So compiler cannot detect such errors. Okay, so we have seen syntax errors. So syntax errors can be detected by your compiler, but runtime errors cannot be detected by your compiler. They occur during execution of your program. Okay, after successful compilation, you execute your program, you run your program. So during execution of your program, these errors occur. That's why these errors are called runtime error. Okay, so they occur during execution of your program. So for example, divide by 0. For example, divide by 0. Okay, so whenever you divide any number by 0, so this error will get occur, divide by 0, because result will be infinity. So your program will stop abnormally whenever this divide by 0 will occur. So for example, if you write statement C is equal to A divided by B. Now this is valid statement from point of view of compiler, because compiler do not know what will be value of B at runtime, what will be value of A at runtime during execution. Okay, so if the value of B is 0, and if you try to divide any number by 0, then result will be divide by 0. So this error will occur and your program will terminated abnormally. It will stop during execution, and the remaining statements after this statement will not get executed because your program will be terminated abnormally. So such kind of errors are called runtime error. Okay, syntax errors are also called as compile time error because they are detected during compilation process. But some errors that are not detected during compilation process, they are detected during runtime process. So such kind of errors are called runtime error. Okay, so compiler do not point out the statement due to which program get terminated. So these errors are difficult to find, difficult to track. These errors are difficult to track because compiler do not point out the statement due to which this runtime error occurred. Okay, so third type of error we have, that is linker error. Linker errors. So from their name you can understand these errors occurred during linking process. During linking process. Okay, so whenever during execution of your program, whenever you try to link different object files with your main file, main object file, okay, these errors occur during linking of different object files to your main object file. Okay, so such kind of errors are called linker error. Okay, so whenever you press Ctrl plus F9, means you try to run your program. So at that instance these errors are detected, these errors are occurred. So such kind of errors are called linker error. Okay, so for example, function prototyping, wrong function prototyping, okay, or including wrong header files. Okay, so function prototyping or including wrong header files, invalid header files. Okay, these are the reason due to which the linker error occurred. Okay, so for example, if you try to write main function like this, okay, this will be invalid because this yum you have written in a capital letter, it must be in small letter. Okay, like this. Okay, now it is valid. Okay, so such kind of mistakes will lead to generate linker error. Okay, so it will give error like undefined reference to main function. Okay, so these errors are called linker error. Okay, so whenever you are trying to link different object files with your main object file, so whenever you press Ctrl F9 or you try to execute your program, so this linking process happen. Okay, and if anything is wrong, like wrong header files, wrong function prototyping, these errors are detected, these errors are occurred. Okay, this is third category. Now fourth type we have logical error. Logical errors. Okay, so what are logical error? So logical errors are occurred whenever we didn't get the desired output. Okay, when the desired output is not obtained, when the desired output is not obtained, not achieved. Okay, so these errors are regarding giving incorrect output. Okay, your program is basically appear as a error free program. Error free program. But what the thing is, it gives incorrect output. Incorrect output. So there will be certain wrong thing in your logic. Okay, you are giving certain input and you are trying to obtain certain output, but you are not getting that output. Okay, so this thing is happen, these errors are occurred due to incorrect logic. Okay, so most of the common errors, this type of errors are done by the beginners programmers. Okay, we just learn the language and start programming, so they basically commit certain logical mistake and these errors occurred. Okay, so these errors are totally depend on logical thinking of programmer. Logical thinking of programmer. If programmer is logically strong, then there is very less chance that he will come across these logical errors. Okay, so for example, normally you write for loop like this: for some variable like integer I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus, and you write some code here. So if you put semicolon here, if you put semicolon at the end of for loop, so this for loop will get executed, but it will not generate any output. Okay, so such kind of errors are called logical error. Okay, there is a logical mistake. Okay, so such kind of errors are called logical error. Okay, and last category we have, that is semantic error. Semantic errors. So what are semantic errors? So the statements that are not meaningful to the compiler, such kind of statements create this semantic error. Okay, the statements which are not meaningful to the compiler, not meaningful to compiler. Okay, so such kind of statements generate semantic errors. Okay, so for example, if you write statement like a plus b equals to c. Okay, what generally we do, so we write statement like this, and then we store this addition into variable c. So whatever value we have on right side, this value we try to store in the left side operand or variable. So such kind of statements are not meaningful, okay, from compiler's point of view. So these errors are called semantic errors. Okay, so what we have discussed in today's session, we have discussed error. What is error? So error is basically illegal operation performed by user, okay, and due to which our program basically behave in abnormal way. Okay, so errors are basically not detected until we compile or execute our program. So in order to detect error, we must have to compile or execute our program. So there are certain errors due to which our program do not get executed. So first of all, we have to remove them, and then our program will get executed. Okay, so there are certain types of errors we have discussed: syntax errors, runtime errors, linker errors, logical error, semantic error. Okay, syntax errors are about violation of programming language rules like semicolon missing, parenthesis missing. runtime errors which are not getting detected during compilation, but they occur during execution of program or during runtime. Okay, so like divide by zero error. Okay, so they are not basically getting detected during compilation process. Third, we have seen linker error. So they occur during linking process. So whenever we try to link different object files with your main object file, okay, so whenever you press Ctrl plus F9, okay, so example like wrong header files or wrong function prototyping. Okay, then we have seen logical errors. So logical errors occur when we are not getting desired output. Okay, so you are passing certain input value and you are expecting certain output value, but you are not getting that. So these errors basically give you incorrect output values. Okay, so your program may be appear as error free, but you are not getting desired output. Okay, so they are totally depend on the logic of your or logic of programmer. Okay, and then at last we have seen semantic errors. So semantic errors basically occur due to the statements which are not meaningful to the compiler. Okay, so these are the types of errors. Okay, so these types of errors are applicable for all programming languages. Okay, concept will be same, all programming languages. Okay, we have discussed it in context of C++, but you can understand them for all programming languages whatever you are learning. Okay, and this error concept of error is important to understand the exception handling concept. Okay, so this concept is important to understand concept called exception handling. Exception handling. Okay, so if you find this video useful, please like, share this video and subscribe my YouTube channel. So for today's video I will stop here. Thank you for watching. I will meet you in next video.